to you during this NFL process?
I would say each step been the most helpful for me, because a lot of different perspectives, it's a lot of different viewpoints and different aspects of life, and I feel like everything, you gotta go through, everything, every moment you gotta live through, and each of those are building blocks to help you throughout whatever situation you're in.
The Cleveland Browns didn't just lose a football game. Something far more volatile cracked open behind the scenes, and the fallout is now impossible to ignore.
Yeah, divisive tactics and questioning that they're using, trying to trip Shedeur up, and Shedeur being media savvy, understanding not to answer those questions, understanding not to take that goddamn bait, and to do what he's doing. You got to protect your teammates. You got to protect your coach. You got to protect your team in general, despite what they may think about you internally, because you've heard it and you've seen it done to you, but still doing right by them because you understand that that's what you have to do.
What started as a rough rookie outing has escalated into a power struggle that's no longer confined to the locker room. This is about control, trust, and a father who believes his son is being set up to fail.
Complain about it.
Were you unable to throw the deep ball because it's picky?
Nah, I don't think. Nah.
No, man.
What did you see in
Bro, these questions be dumb as hell. Was you not able to throw the deep ball because of the pinky? No, he couldn't throw the deep ball because the goddamn line can't block nobody. Can't nobody get down. There's nobody to throw a deep ball to for one. After that, you gotta block somebody so that they can actually get down there.
Shedeur Sanders took the field for his second NFL start against San Francisco, and the final score told a familiar Cleveland story, but the numbers don't explain the growing tension that's been simmering for weeks.
Complain about it.
Were you unable to throw the deep ball because it's picky?
Nah, I don't think. Nah.
No, man.
What did you see in
Bro, these questions be dumb as hell. Was you not able to throw the deep ball because of the pinky? No, he couldn't throw the deep ball because the goddamn line can't block nobody. Can't nobody get down. There's nobody to throw a deep ball to for one. After that, you gotta block somebody so that they can actually.
Every snap, every sideline decision, every press conference response has been watched closely by one person in particular. Deion Sanders hasn't missed a thing, and the patience he's known for showing in public has quietly disappeared.
I do have a question for the Browns, whether it's for the OC or Stefanski. Final moments of the game. Shedeur takes that team all the way down. They score a touchdown. You're down by 2. You have to go for a 2-point conversion to tie it up. Why take Shedeur off the field? I think they did a direct snap and they tried to do a double reverse. I think Quinshon Judkins had the ball in his hand. But why get tricky at that moment in the game? Just let your young QB, have a moment and push this game into overtime. I didn't understand that.
What's already confirmed makes the situation hard to defend. Before Shedeur's first NFL start, he never once took a rep with the first team offense. No timing with starting receivers. No real rehearsal of the game plan. He was sent into live NFL action without ever running the offense it was designed to execute. That isn't development, that's exposure.
Was the pinky why you didn't? Man, who are these people asking these questions, man?
And the Bills.
I wouldn't have came back if I couldn't throw.
What did you see in the Bills' offense on tape that played to your advantage? It seemed like you was in the rhythm early in the game. So, what was some of the things you was able to capitalize off of?
It's really just building off last week. It's building off getting to the checkdowns. When you see it, pull it, take it. Playing in rhythm, all those different things. I lurk and I learned.
After his first career win, when hope briefly returned to Cleveland, another moment poured gasoline on the fire. The rookie led a confident, controlled victory that energized a fan base desperate for direction. Yet the spotlight shifted elsewhere. The message was subtle but loud. Leadership and momentum weren't his to own. Within hours, the response from his father appeared online, layered in meaning and impossible to separate from the moment. It wasn't a celebration, it was a warning.
Which is weird, because why even draft him then?
Even that.
There are reports that say they didn't want to draft him.
They didn't want to draft him.
Yeah.
And I love that Shedeur had that game against the Titans. Listen, God always going to have the final say.
Yep.
It's just poetic. Him, Cam Ward looking like shit, stinking it up out there.
Yeah, his team is bad, though. Cam Ward's going to be good.
Okay.
Cam Workable. That team is bad. They fired their GM and coach, I believe.
Behind closed doors, the relationship appears colder than anyone expected. There's no evidence of dialogue, no bridge building, no effort to align visions. That silence speaks of volumes. When you bring in a quarterback tied to one of the most influential figures in modern football, ignoring that relationship isn't neutrality, it's a choice. And choices create consequences. On the field, the pattern continues.
I liked a whole lot of what I saw from Shedeur Sanders today at home against a very good, very hot Buffalo team, especially against an extremely experienced and hot and opportunistic Buffalo defense. I saw today exactly what Shedeur said that Cleveland would see before his first start, remember, at Las Vegas. What Cleveland has been looking for.
Unusual play calls, key moments where the ball is taken out of the quarterback's hands, situations where trust should be reinforced, but instead is quietly withheld. Each decision alone can be explained away. Together they form a picture that's hard to dismiss. The rookie isn't being allowed to settle, to grow, or to fail forward. He's being evaluated under pressure with no safety net.
Before his first start, he's getting interviewed. Okay, I don't even know how that would happen. A 5th round pick, a fresh rookie quarterback. Right before his first ever start, he's getting a pregame interview. I don't know if that's ever happened for anybody ever before or would ever happen again. And she goes, "What are you trying to prove or show here to your fans, your team, and your everything?" "I'm who they've been waiting for," or something like that. It's what a fucking bar right there right before you go out there. Now, I'm not saying they're going to go undefeated with him. I'm not saying they're going to win next week. What I am saying, though, is felt like Stefanski just... There wasn't a single moment of that was a good moment for our team.
National voices have noticed. Former players have questioned the logic. Analysts have stopped debating whether it's fair and started asking whether it's intentional. The argument isn't built on emotion. It's built on actions. Development requires preparation. Confidence requires belief. Neither can exist without opportunity. What makes this more complex is Shedeur himself. He's refused to point fingers.
A franchise quarterback. I saw a future star in the National Football League. I saw a young quarterback who's making so many NFL teams look like fools with his performances. Again, not huge yards today, but 20 of 29 for 157 yards. And don't forget that for a while he was out because he got banged his pinky finger, I think it was on a helmet, and lacerated the tip of it, had to go to the...
When given the chance to criticize, he shut it down immediately. He's defended the staff, spoken about growth, and carried himself with discipline beyond his years. That silence isn't weakness, it's professionalism, but it also leaves a vacuum, and his father has never been comfortable letting silence be mistaken for acceptance.
He's been given a great opportunity, and he's doing all the things right that he can to make sure he does the best he can, whether it be on the field, off the field, in the media, in the community. And I mean, that's all we can do is commend him on that. Now, this game, you're gonna have to help me out on this one. This is the one game I wasn't able to see. The rest of them was playing in the stadium where I was. They had multiple TVs up the par. This is the one game I wasn't able to see.
That's where the tension sharpens. Deion Sanders understands the league, the politics, and the consequences of letting narratives take hold. He knows his son won't fight this publicly, so if a fight is coming, it won't be from the quarterback room, it will come from the outside, with a level of attention Cleveland isn't prepared to manage. The timing couldn't be worse. The roster is already strained. Financial decisions have boxed the franchise into a corner, thinning protection and limiting weapons. Any young quarterback stepping into this environment is already swimming upstream. That reality should demand patience and investment. Instead, it's been met with rigidity and risk. Now, the Browns say Shedeur will finally get a full week with the starters. Real reps, real preparation. For the first time, he'll enter a game with something resembling stability, but trust doesn't reset that easily. The damage isn't to his confidence. He's shown poise under fire and flashes of real command.
Jerry Jeudy is blowing the money. He is blowing the money fast, man. And it's starting to look like Jerry Jeudy is the plant put in place to screw Shedeur over, man. It's starting to look like Jerry Jeudy is the plant put in place to screw Shedeur over. What else are we supposed to say about Jerry Jeudy? This can't be tolerated. Homeboy has more problems than any wide receiver in the NFL. From the drop passes to fumbles, he's just giving the football away. Just a few weeks ago, he was screaming at Shedeur to throw him the freaking football. Make an act.
The damage is relational, and those fractures don't heal with one announcement. This moment will define more than a season. It will define whether Cleveland repeats its past or finally breaks from it. A franchise known for mishandling quarterbacks is once again standing at a crossroads. On one side is ego and control, on the other is growth and alignment. So what happens when preparation finally meets opportunity and accountability can no longer be avoided? Does this situation force real change, or does it confirm that nothing has shifted at all? Watch what unfolds next. Pay attention to every decision and decide for yourself where the truth really lies. If you see what others are missing, stay locked in and be part of the conversation as this story continues to develop.